Hello and welcome to Jerry's Corner's Kitchen, and today I'm doing a fantastic recipe. Now, credit where credit's due. This is a James Martin recipe. He's a British chef, famous for his TV work, but also he's got his own restaurant and famous in his own right. Now, when he was a trainee patisserie chef working in a kitchen in France, his head chef said to him, "James, I want you to come up with a recipe to use up the old croissants." And this is what he came up with. And it's been on James's menu at his restaurant for over 30 years. And there's good reason why. It's fantastic. So today I'm making whiskey and white chocolate croissant and butter pudding. Let's get the ingredients out and crack right on, shall we? Right, so here's the ingredients for my whiskey and white chocolate croissant and butter pudding. Now, for those of you with a nervous disposition, I'd probably look away now. This is not a healthy dessert. This is not one for dieters. Please don't count the calories on this one. I don't know how many zeros it'd have on the end. But anyway, I've got 8 croissants. Now, the recipe says 6 large. These aren't that large, so I'm not sure. Probably be 6, maybe 7. I might use all 8. Now, if you can find them in your supermarkets, reduced to clear because they're stale and a few days old, that is perfect. These ones I actually got in a bag in the freezer section. The ones that you have to bring home and bake yourself. All I'll say is if you do that, and it's a cheap way of buying them, bake them yesterday or the day before. They want to be a little bit stale. Right, so we have our croissants. We have 500 grams of full fat milk, 500 grams of double cream, 100 grams of caster sugar, 4 whole eggs, 5 egg yolks, 200 grams of white chocolate, 100 mils of whiskey, 50 grams of butter, 50 grams of sultanas, and I'm going to use a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Right, I'll show you how to put it all together, shall I? So here's the dish I've chosen to use, and it is 24 centimetres by about 19 centimetres. So the first thing I'm going to do is soak my sultanas. I'm putting them into a microwave dish because for anyone who's seen my prune and cognac ice cream, they'll know that if you stick that in the microwave for 30 seconds, warms it up a little bit and it helps the sultanas to soak up the whiskey quicker. So off it goes. So the first thing to do is to slice the croissants roughly. So I've sliced 4. Now a little bit of the butter we've got, I'm just going to grease my dish, stop it sticking. And then we're going to put our croissants in and we make one nice layer. There we go, look. I don't like wastage, but chef bits, I'll have them later. So then we get the next 4. I take the tips of the croissant off, probably not necessary, but as I say, I'll have them later with my coffee. And then we do another nice layer of croissants. Now I've made these in the past with pain au chocolat, and let me tell you, it's so good as well. The little bits of dark chocolate in with the white chocolate, fabulous. So I've used all 8 of my croissants. If they'd have been bigger, it would have just have been 6. And there we go. Right, now to make the rest of it. So we're going to put our milk and cream into a saucepan along with a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now I'm going to put this onto the stove and I'm going to bring it up to a bare simmer, and that is all. So it just comes up to a bare simmer. So this will go onto the stove. So then into our mixing bowl goes our 4 whole eggs, 5 egg yolks, 100 grams of caster sugar, and we're going to give that a really good whisk. Let's put it on a cloth, say that noise. And we give that a really good whisk. So now I'm going to quickly grate the chocolate. You could cut it up with a knife, but this just makes dissolving it so much faster and so much simpler, and we know there's not going to be any lumps. So that's all the chocolate grated. And remember, when you get down to the last little bit, please don't cut your fingers. As a chef, it's very, very important to check how good our ingredients are. So when it gets to about that size, yeah, that's really good chocolate. We have to keep on top of these things, it's important, okay? Right, so that's our chocolate done. So now the chocolate, carefully, goes into our bowl with our eggs and our sugar. So the butter we had, I've melted it in a microwave. But as I say, if you're going to melt butter in a microwave, I put a little saucer over the top of mine, a bit of cling film, something. You don't want it going poof and having to clean your microwave forever. And then, as if the croissants didn't have enough butter, we drizzle a little bit more over them. So that's our butter on. And then the sultanas that have been in the microwave with the whisky. We use a spoon and we just scatter the sultanas over the top. Of course they're now soaked in whisky, so you get these little sultana whisky shots as you're eating your pudding. Fabulous. Spread those about. Let some go down the gaps. Right, let's see how our milk and cream's getting on. Right, so back in comes this one. And the milk and cream just come up to a bare simmer. And now this goes into our egg, sugar and chocolate mixture. There we go. We want to make sure that all the chocolate is dissolved before we add all of it. There we go. Oof. Perfect. So now we can add what's left of the whisky, and in that goes. Now for those of you who watch a lot of my videos, you always know whatever I put in my oven, I like to put on a tray. Because as I always say, easier to clean a tray than it is an oven. So now all we've got to do is we put our cream mixture, and I use a sieve, probably not strictly necessary, but old chef habits die hard, I'm afraid. Trouble is my jug doesn't hold this amount of liquid. Otherwise I'd have just sieved it straight into my jug. Right, let me get my jug. Now hopefully close. There we go. And now I can just pour it. Cool, it's going to be close whether it all goes in the dish, but I've got confidence. So I've preheated my oven to 180 degrees centigrade, which is 160 fan, 350 Fahrenheit or gas mark 4. Now I'm going to put this into the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes, but we'll check it, give it a shake and see if it's just set. Right, into the oven it goes. So there we have it, a perfect croissant and butter pudding. Now let me show you. If you give it a little shake, you can see that it is just set. And that's all you have to do. Have a little look, take it out. If it shakes like a jelly, it's done. If it doesn't, then it just needs a little bit longer. And if you think the top is getting too coloured, put a bit of tin foil over it. Right, so I'm going to let this rest now, because this sort of bread and butter pudding is best served sort of lukewarm, room temperature, but it doesn't need to be hot. I've just got to be patient now, but I can't wait to dive in. Time to serve up some, I think. Let's have a look. Oh, light as a feather. Oh, messy. Well, that looks good to me. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit. Cool. That looks good enough to eat. Oh. And I promise you, it's every bit as good as it looks. That is absolutely fantastic. As I say, you could have this served with cream, ice cream, clotted cream, as it comes. I don't know. However you want it, it's beautiful. Beautiful whisky and white chocolate croissant and butter pudding. It's so good. Simple to make, but so good. Go on, make it, spoil yourself. Now, I hope you've enjoyed watching Jerry's Cornish Kitchen, and if you have, please subscribe, press the like button and leave a comment. As I always say, try it and tell us what you think. Thank you for watching. I've just got to have some, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.